All right, but let's go ahead and get this started. So, welcome back to the Beast Game podcast. And this weekend, Disney decided to show everybody what's up, drop the Avengers Endgame trailer. So, the sequel to Avengers Infinity War. And we're going to start with the man that needs no introduction. He's the CEO. Act like you know. Big Mike.
I'm not CEO. Oh, my God.
Let the rhythm hit him, Mike. What's up?
What's up is DC might as well just bow out and get it over with, because what the hell you getting ready to do? Jesus Christ, this trailer is beautiful. Don't have to show a whole lot. Less is more. And Marvel just let everybody know that we don't have to promote months in advance. We don't have to do a whole bunch of shit anymore. This is literally the definition of you've been warned, bow the fuck out. Endgame is a perfect title because the game is officially over.
I knew you was going to go there. I knew you were going
to. It is over. It is done. There's nothing you can do to top this now. There's nothing you can do. Give me one scenario where DC is actually going to do something that's going to work. Please, I welcome all ears. It's not going to happen. DC stands are crying tears because they know.
Is it confirmed that Henry Cavill left?
Put it like this. Amy Adams did an interview over the weekend, and she said they're revamping already.
They just done started that universe. What are you talking about revamping?
He was a pretty decent Superman, but anyway, just getting off track.
He's a really good Superman, and
I like him.
DC just fucked it up.
What exactly did he want? More money or just...
They said he wanted more money. You still don't really kind of know the whole scenario with that, because then he was coming out with the Superman shirts on, looking at the camera like, I didn't want to go, or like, it's not on me. So then it's kind of like, okay, so what's the deal? Okay, I get you want to revamp it, but you can recast the whole universe. It's not going to make a difference because you haven't figured out how to properly build your own universe.
It's just about copy. Just copy, man. There's no shame in copying.
Just have the cartoons be release them in the movies.
They've tried to copy.
Some of they do.
And it's still not working.
What? You said they tried to copy it.
Put it like this. Okay, so somebody did a comparison of the Aquaman trailer to Black Panther's trailer. And at first I was like, yeah, they're kind of crazy. And I looked at it and I was like, damn, it's literally like a carbon copy.
No, when I mean copy them, I'm talking about copy the formula of building a good story instead of rushing everything. Like, I think one of the biggest issues
They tried it both ways. They tried it both ways. They did.
When did they try to actually slow it down and tell a 10-year story?
Batman v Superman, and then into Justice League.
But that wasn't like a 10-year story, though.
Well, they're doing it as quickly as they can with the time frame that they have to catch up to Marvel, but they had already screwed up. It's not possible.
Like I said, they can recast, they can revamp. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
This is a whole different conversation, but I just don't understand what the problem is when they have so many characters, so many good stories they can actually tell.
Well, the problem is relatability. People relate more to the Marvel characters on a human level than the DC characters. That's how I feel.
I agree with Barry.
I agree with that. I've always argued that Marvel did a very good job of taking a comic book world and meshing it with real world things. So S.H.I.E.L.D. is like a Secret Service agency. Like me and Pakih talked about this before. When you look at Captain America Winter Soldier, where they put S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, I know where that is. If it was real, it'd be right there. I know this. I can relate to that. There's no Gotham City. There's no Metropolis. I can't identify with shit that you're showing me on that screen. So you lose it there. And then the other thing is, like I keep saying, I think that there's just some stupid people at Warner Brothers. Yeah, I'm talking to you if you're listening. And they just make dumb ass decisions based on money and not what should work. And they need to hire us to fix it, which that's always an open invitation to Warner. I'm currently looking for a new project. I'd be happy to come on board and fix it for you.
Would you build it over 10 years?
Yeah, I take my time. Again, you have the most recognizable superheroes in existence. What are you rushing for?
The problem is we want dollars right now.
Right.
Yeah. Nobody's patient.
Where would you go with Batman?
Under the Red Hood.
It's the only other compelling story to Batman. They had already done somewhat the Ra's al Ghul stuff.
Yeah, we warned all the other shit out. Forget all that. Under the Red Hood would be the perfect Batman movie for them to do.
And introduce all the Robins and basically older Batman. Well, not too old, but old enough that he has proteges. Not just him doing solo dolo.
It's either that or Damian Wayne.
That's option number 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that works. Green Lantern's easy. You just do Lantern Corps.
Yep. And do it right.
So made it to the big time.
was it Parallax? Parallax, the first damn movie. They build the Parallax. The Parallax is basically him. You know what I'm saying? So why would you do that? Have him face Sinestro like he should have been from the very beginning.
Captain Marvel is going to crush any hopes that Green Lantern has. It will be over.
I'm still not sold on that.
Jay, have you watched the trailer since you saw the Endgame trailer?
Yeah, I just not feeling that. I think I'm not feeling the actress. I mean, she just doesn't seem she's cast for the role. It just seems this is bad casting for the first time. So
it's going to be interesting to see how this all integrates, because after Avengers 4, of course, you know, they're going to have a buildup of something. So whether it's Kree versus Skrull,
they're going to go there.
Are they going to build it up over years, which is more than likely going to happen?
That's
and then
probably
the integration.
The second big thing.
Well, I know Feige said no announcements till after Endgame. We won't know anything until that movie comes out. He's already kind of stuck to that. The only clue he did say is that they're going to go very cosmic.
So most likely that. And somehow, some way. Ooh, what if they did this? What if they did
Avengers.
this? No. What if they do this, right?
Fantastic Four.
They do the Kree and Skrull shit, right? We just get involved. Somehow, you know, they incorporate the X-Men. X-Men go out in space, right? They meet up with Lilandra, and they do the fucking Dark Phoenix saga, start that shit with the whole X-Men series. Because that's really how the Dark Phoenix shit got started in space.
Well, where I see Captain Marvel going is probably somewhere at the end of it, colliding with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Well, at least some characters. I mean, right now,
some
of those characters aren't technically alive as far as the movie is concerned, but
I think she finds Iron Man.
Yeah, that's one theory that's already been floating around.
Yeah.
Although
she finds Iron Man in space.
And
Tony
Thor.
did give one clue in the trailer. That my wife got a little upset because she was like, "You're spoiling it." And I said, "Well, he said it, so I mean, it's not like I spoiled it." But he said, "Pepper, me floating around in space and you come find me was your idea. Remember that. If it doesn't work, I don't know if it's going to be Captain Marvel or it's going to be Pepper."
Pepper gets an Iron Man suit. I'm done.
Well, that's been the theory for a while.
She had already been in the Iron Man suit in Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how did that turn out?
Well, they might be trying to redeem him.
It's like, not the crotch. Oh!
To me, she's not a very likable character.
Ooh, Pepper?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it is just development. They really did not develop her other than she was the assistant in the first movie, love interest in the second movie. Third movie, they tried to do, well, now she's integral to the story. Every other movie, she's just been referenced or just kind of a punchline.
I will say one thing. So, what are some theories that are swirling around right now after the trailer came out? You know, I'm going to say one thing. I think that Captain Marvel isn't going to be as big as people think that she's going to be in a movie. You know,
In Avengers?
Yeah, I'm talking about in Endgame. I don't think she's going to play a bigger part as people may think. I think
Iron Man's going to be a big portion of this.
I think it's misdirection.
Yeah, a lot of people online are all saying Captain Marvel's going to whip Thanos and wait till she shows up. But Jay might have a good point, actually.
I don't think she's going to have a big role.
I think she really, because you got one movie to develop her, and then all of a sudden she's just supposed to come save the day for something that's been going on for 10 years, building up to.
Yeah, that's true.
If anything, this is my theory. I think, okay, so the Captain Marvel movie's coming out before Avengers, right? Like a month before Avengers or 2 months?
March.
Yeah, the first week of March, I think, like March 8th, I think.
Okay, so basically they're going to have the spring on lock. Okay, so...
Poor
and then
Shazam. Sorry.
Shazam's going to do okay in context, man. The competition, come on. That shit made $100 million. It's a success. Fuck that. So this is my theory. I believe that the Skrulls are going to play a very important part in Endgame, but they're not mentioned, not whatsoever. Maybe some
mentioned.
I mean, no. I'm saying they're not mentioned now. Like, you know, this is very hush-hush. I don't think many people are saying it. And the reason why is because Captain Marvel is supposed to be in Avengers Endgame. Why? Her whole purpose is, you know, to fight against the Skrull Empire and all this other shit, right? Am I wrong? Did I miss something?
Right.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
And maybe some of the heroes that disappeared, they were Skrulls to begin with, and they were never gone to begin with. I don't know.
Did you hear about the toy theory? A toy came out, or is about to come out. Raccoon and Thor, and on the back of it says that they're going to fight a greater new threat. So I think there's another enemy in play. They're not following the storyline closely in the comic books. I wouldn't be surprised or see something where if they are going cosmic, if Thanos somewhere ends up teaming up with them. Because in the comic book, that's what they ended up doing.
What do you think?
Am I right, Mike?
Oh, you're right. I'm always Team Galactus. That's my biggest thing I've been rooting for. And I've kept saying that, hey, being perfect would be Endgame happens however it's supposed to happen. Post credits, and at the end, shot of Galactus, shot of Silver Surfer. You ain't even got to tell me nothing else after that. I'm already on board for another 10 years.
How do you think they're going to do Galactus if they do go that route?
As long as it's not a puff of fart, it's okay, because they done jacked it up like last time.
They spent $1 billion on both of these movies. To me, I think Marvel's proven they will spend the money and do it right. So I think Galactus will be the most CGI, ridiculous looking character. It's going to look exactly like the comics, just on screen. Gigantic, massive ass human, just celestial being. And then the
sitting
small
on a chair.
Just a small chrome dude sitting there bowing down, saying my herald. And I'm done. Because then you know what's coming.
And Silver Surfer's a beast, man.
Absolutely.
That dude is straight cosmic. Like, you thought Thor was something? Or the brand new Thor was something? Silver Surfer, they didn't do him right in the Fantastic Four movies.
And then, like I said, you're getting Fantastic Four and X-Men, so you get to bring all that into the fold. The only reason why I don't see them going Dark Phoenix just yet is because Fox is still putting out that movie.
No, I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about their version once.
In due time, Marvel will do it. I think they're going to let some years ride, though, and I think that's why Feige keeps telling everybody, you're not going to see the X-Men right away, because I think he's going to let Fox just do the next piece of crap that they're going to do, and then go back to the drawing board and say, and then just go back to the drawing board and make something that's going to make people forget that the X-Men franchise ever existed.
When's that movie supposed to be coming out, Mike? X-Men?
I don't even know. They put a new poster out, but I don't know.
I'm trying to think, do I love myself? Because I may actually go see that just because I don't. Dark Phoenix holds a soft spot in my heart. Mike, was I not hype when I was like, oh man, they're doing Dark Phoenix when they first did the shit?
Yeah.
I saw that shit, I was just so disgusted. I'm just mad at the damn cartoon guy that done to perfection damn near.
And I think anything X-Men is going to be a little too lofty to deal with right now, too. Just because expectations is going to be too great.
I agree.
Yeah, we probably won't see another X-Men movie probably for I say for maybe 4 or 5 more years.
Yeah, like Fantastic Four, you can do that off the break, and everybody will be fine because the last one was so bad.
No one really gave a damn about the fucking Fantastic Four. Nobody, really.
They didn't have any likable characters on screen.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, all of them, well...
On screen, there wasn't any charismatic
Torch
characters.
and Thing are the only likable characters, really. Reed Richards is kind of a dick, and I don't know, Sue Storm she ruined the nations and shit. But anyway, that's a different story. They may do some with Namor. Oh!
That's been theory for a while, too.
Oh, man.
I'd like to see Namor in Black Panther, because they had beef for a long time.
I was going to bring that up. Someone made a fan-made trailer for the next Black Panther, and the title was like The Two Kings, and had Namor coming up from the sea and shit. I was like, that would be kind of cool.
Oh, do you all think Shuri's dead or alive?
I think she's alive.
Because everybody automatically went, oh, Shuri's dead because of the screen on the trailer, and I said, yeah, but... Missing. Yeah, it said missing.
I think she's missing, dead. But I don't think she's
and Ant-Man showed up at the end, so that proves that missing doesn't mean dead.
And plus, you also got to remember, it also shows Peter. They don't know what happened to Peter because they were...
Right, they're on Earth and he was on Titan.
Yeah.
Didn't know what happened to who?
Spider-Man.
The Earth didn't know. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Now, one person online said they think Ant-Man is a Skrull and it's not really him.
You know what? I would not be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, although...
was that Ant-Man or Ant-Man period?
No, that Ant-Man that showed up to the gate.
Because they got to explain how he got out of the quantum realm without actually getting out.
Well, I assume that they might just go slightly more cosmic and someone helped them get out of there.
Well, the question was, if they were at Avengers headquarters, which is in New York, and he was in the quantum realm in San Francisco, but he pulled up in the van, then when does that time period happen? Was that a few days later, or was that 5 or 6 years down the line? Because how in the world did he drive up to Avengers headquarters that quick?
That's a distance.
I heard the movie takes place like a couple years after the snap, but then it won't explain why Ronan was in Japan.
Oh no!
Well, we know why he's there.
Oh yeah. Taking care of some business.
I'm assuming he was in Japan on vacation with his family when that stuff happened. I don't know.
No. I don't think his fans are going to be there, Matt.
Why was he in Japan then?
I don't know why he was in Japan, but I know his family ain't gonna be in Japan.
No. I'm saying like he was in Japan with his family when the snap happened. That's how come.
Oh, well, that could be possible, but they ain't gonna be with him now.
Well, yeah, obviously, but
I mean, Hawkeye looked pissed off. I was like, shit.
he has a ninja blade. I was like, man, normally he's a distant fighter, but
See, that's the thing. I just know him by the costume. I don't know his character like that. That's something I was going to ask either Mike or whomever else. I don't know Ronan like that, but obviously from the way people are reacting, Ronan's a badass. That's all I know. But
Punisher, that's all I know.
I may have to look him up. What about you, Barry? Anything?
I have no comment.
Like, what are your theories on this? I'm just curious. I don't see how
Thanos snapped.
Oh yeah, his family's gone.
His family disappeared, and then he snapped.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
You have more important characters in the Marvel universe than this dude.
I don't know. They may be building him up because he may be in the second phase as Ronin.
You never know. Because I think whatever happened with the snap, they're gonna end up undoing it by the end of the movie. So he'll be back to just being Hawkeye by the time that point comes.
And retired.
No, I'm talking about the character himself because we don't know. Well, we do know that Iron Man's gone, Captain America's gone, Thor I think is a question mark, and everyone else is Black Widow'll still be there.
Thor said he wanted to stick around though.
They're already developing a movie for her.
Yeah, she's not going nowhere. Like, who's going to be a new cast? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, Black Panther's going to be
Avengers.
Yeah,
right. Falcon, Black Panther, Scarlet Witch.
Because everybody keeps saying they think Cap's
I'm not really feeling them.
And I'm starting to really think it's going to be Tony more than Cap now.
I don't think they'll die. I think they'll be around in the universe. I don't think they're going to die.
Well, I think Cap's going to die. And I don't, personally, I wasn't really a big fan of Captain America because he seemed like he's like, just like Superman.
He's like Cyclops.
No, I consider him more so like Superman. Choose justice in American way, blah, 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 blah. But this version, and I guess the version of him now in the comics just seem more grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chris Evans did a great job playing Captain America. I don't know who would do it better or if there was another Captain America. Still not sure what they're going to do with the Winter Soldier because the Winter Soldier is nothing but Captain America for Russia.
Well, he became Captain America for a time.
I'm talking about at the time. It was just, he was equivalent to Captain America. Yeah. Had everything except for the metal arm. That was the only difference.
Bucky and Falcon are going to that Disney streaming service for a show. So I don't know if the show is going to tie into stuff that happens after the movie. It's going to be separate from that altogether. It's just like some Adventures of type thing or what they're going to do because they haven't announced it yet.
What?
Same thing with Loki. Loki's going to have a show.
With Tom he's going to have a show on the Disney.
Yeah. Hiddleston's son.
So basically the characters don't die.
That's the biggest question because basically Disney's doing Netflix but Disney. So like when all the Marvel shows got canceled off Netflix, everybody got mad, and Disney's like, yeah, they're not coming to Disney. But do you really think they're not going to Disney?
All them properties, shoot, that's money, man. Netflix, I think, will take somewhat of a hit. I think so.
I don't see them not doing Daredevil and Punisher and all that stuff.
No, like
on their own network.
I think Netflix also has a couple of comic book properties that they've acquired rights to that aren't Marvel. It looks like Mark Millar, he's developing a couple of new characters and shows for Netflix. And I think there's also something called the Umbrella Academy, which has Ellen Page in it.
No, I didn't hear about that one. Yeah, they got a couple shows they're developing. I forget which ones. Like I said, Loki's going to have a show. So is all this stuff going to happen before Infinity War? Or is it going to be Loki post-Infinity War and he didn't die for real? These are all things we have no clue. And we don't know.
I don't think he died. So does anyone think that Loki's dead?
Robert Downey Jr. has been kind of tired of the Iron Man thing now.
Loki's not dead if he's going to be on the Disney streaming service.
Yeah, but do you think he's dead?
He's going to be on the Disney streaming service, so no. Nobody's dead because Disney wants money.
Well, no, but see, that's the whole thing because like Spider-Man is apparently a prequel to Infinity War now. So everything that's happening in Far From Home happens before Infinity War. That's how they said it yesterday at the convention.
I heard it was afterward, but who knows?
Tom Holland said yesterday it's before.
Huh?
Oh, okay. Weird.
See?
Well, I don't think that worked out too well for Ant-Man. trying to retrofit a story into a larger universe. Felt that Ant-Man was probably not as great as it could be because it was trying to work itself into Avengers Infinity War.
I agree. I kept saying, to me, Ant-Man's kind of like the blip on the radar right now because one of the key elements rumored to take place in Endgame is in that movie, and I don't think a lot of people ever went to go see it. So stuff's going to happen in Endgame, and you're going to be like, why is Ant-Man so important to this? Then you got to go back and watch it and go, oh, that's why.
I wouldn't be surprised if Endgame isn't even the official title.
I'm hoping it is, honestly, because
That's
everybody
possible.
started going with Annihilation so hard that you started kind of rooting that it wasn't Annihilation.
Yeah.
Like that because
You hear about
Endgame was
that?
actually the early theory. A bunch of people said Doctor Strange said Endgame, and the Russos came out and said, well, no, the title of the movie wasn't said in Infinity War. So everybody let it go. And then everybody went, oh, it's Annihilation. Or Zoe Saldana said Gauntlet in an interview by mistake, and everybody went, oh, it's Infinity Gauntlet. And so when it came up at Endgame, I was like, oh, nice move. They were right the whole time. But like I said, everybody kind of dropped it at that point, and he just kept going with, it's Annihilation. It's Annihilation.
I wouldn't be surprised if the title ends up changing because, believe it or not, I think the reason why there wasn't a lot shown on this trailer was the emphasis will be on Captain Marvel prior to Infinity War. I mean, there's a movie before Avengers 4 comes out, so...
I just personally don't believe anything anyone says that has to do with Marvel regarding this movie. Nothing.
Well, the Russos have tried to keep it pretty tight-lipped. The release date got bumped up again because they wanted to do like the first time where the entire world got it on the same day so that nobody could see it and then spoil it.
Oh, yeah.
So literally everybody in the entire world is getting the release on the 26th of April.
Everyone knows that all the heroes that died or so-called died, I'm doing air quotes right now, we know they're coming back. I think it's just more so the how. Like, how are you going to undo what was done? So I didn't see Ant-Man and Wasp because I was just like, man, I don't know. But from what you're saying, it's a very important.
To be honest with you, it's really not that important to be told. Well, I mean, it's important, but you really don't need to go watch the movie, to be honest with you.
It wasn't a bad movie. It was just...
No, it's not. But what they actually say and try to show you about what's the important part is really like one little line. That's it. And if you don't listen carefully, you miss it. The Infinity War connection. She's like, what? That's what I'm like, oh, so that's how they're going to do it.
And that movie has one of the worst villains in any Marvel movie.
Ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible. I wasn't really feeling it.
There's really no purpose for that character. The whole story was just convoluted for no reason, just so you can get to a point where it has some Avengers Infinity War connection.
It was a fun movie, though.
Yeah, it was a very fun popcorn movie. It's not one of Marvel's best, though, at all.
I would say it was probably worse than Doctor Strange to me.
To be honest with you, I'm looking forward to Doctor Strange, the next one.
Yeah, I think they got his character
redeemed Doctor Strange. If they'd have done Doctor Strange the way they did him in Infinity War in the first movie, shit. I left Infinity War saying two things. One, if you'd have gave us that Doctor Strange in the first Doctor Strange film, badass. Two, man, you better not get rid of Thor.
But he wants to stick around, so I think we're fine.
You do Thor right.
Who wants to stick around, Matt?
Hemsworth.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you,
because he said the same thing that I said. He's like, yeah, Thor's kind of got some traction now. Now he doesn't want to leave because they actually gave his character. Yeah, now they've got his character to where it's like, damn.
He got to where he should have been.
Right. Same thing with Doctor Strange. Like, after that movie, people were like, hey, can we get that Doctor Strange sequel now?
Yeah.
With more of that?
And the thing is, so most likely, so this goes back to my original question, who will be the next cast? It will have to be, well, Iron Man's gone. We all know this. Captain America is gone. We know this. We just don't know how. Those two are gone. Hulk, now, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he got fired or were they bullshitting or what. No one knows.
They said they fired him. Mark Ruffalo's not fired. I think the issue with Hulk is going to be...
because he's with Universal.
Remember in Ragnarok, he said, if I keep changing over to him, I'm not going to change back. And remember at one point in the comics, Banner and Hulk became one. To where the Hulk was intelligent. Hulk. Yeah. I think that's where they're getting ready to go.
I think so too.
And I think he's not going to change back. And he's just, Bruce Banner's going to be intelligent as a motherfucker, and he's going to be Professor Hulk. And everybody's going to be like, what the hell? And he's still going to be in love with Black Widow. And she's going to look like, well, I don't know how I'm supposed to get down with you now, but whatever.
Yeah, I won't be able to handle The Hulk smash.
BGC.
No.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah. Now, Tony, I don't know, because see, the thing they could do now, and it's a stretch, but if they did it, it'd be bad, is if they did Illuminati, because that was Doctor Strange, Mr. Fantastic, Iron Man, Professor X, Black Bolt, and who was the other person?
Well, shoot. They got to redo the Inhumans then.
I forget who the sixth one was, because each one of them had a stone and they hid it somewhere where no one else could find it. And at one point, Mr. Fantastic ended up getting the gauntlet again. So you could always do Illuminati. And that way, if you did that, Tony doesn't really have to be an integral part. He can just take one of the stones, hide it, and then he kind of goes off and does his thing. And you don't really have to worry about him anymore. Still around, but not kind of like Nick Fury. He's around, but we don't have to see him all the time.
Yeah.
You introduce Mr. Fantastic. It gives him a bit of responsibility, so you're actually invested in him. Because, like you said, he's not the best member of Fantastic Four at all.
No. He's kind of a dick.
Yeah, and then Doctor Strange becomes a little more integral as well. And you build everybody else up.
What do you think about War Machine? You think War Machine's done?
Hasn't really suffered enough. I mean, shit, he can't walk without them prosthetics now. I mean, I don't think he needs to die.
Do you think he'll be around for the next phase?
No, not if,
have a cameo.
Not if Iron Man is done. If Iron Man is done, War Machine really has no purpose.
Yeah, because he got his tech, so.
I mean, he might be a cameo as a Shield superior, Avengers superior, whatever. He just shows up, gives some orders, and they carry him up.
Yeah, that's about it.
And Winter Soldier, you think he'll be in his Cap? Or
I hope so. To me, I put it like this. For all the stuff we've been through with him trying to save Bucky, that would be the best ending, is for Bucky to take the mantle because his boy died.
Mm-hmm.
Falcon getting it, I don't see it. I just really don't. Yeah. Bucky getting it, I think, is a more compelling story on film. I think everybody be into it. The only thing now is everybody saying, okay, is he going to be Cap, or is he going to mess around, stay in Wakanda, and then become the White Wolf? And then we'll keep Sebastian staying around for all that.
Yeah. And as the White Wolf, what was he?
He was a protector of Wakanda, kind of like an assassin. Helped them keep the kingdom all. Some people are like, yeah, Shuri's dead, M'Baku's going to be king. I'm like, yeah, you could go that route. I think Shuri being Queen and being Black Panther is more the better route to go. Only because M'Baku caught traction because he killed it in his movie and everybody fell in love with him, so they did reshoots and add him into Infinity War. Because I fail to believe that scene when T'Challa walked up on him and was like, thank you, was originally there.
Probably not. Because even one scene where it was the Hulk showing up in Wakanda, that never actually amounted to anything. But my idea with Shuri is that she might be the person that receives the page from Nick Fury, and she goes looking for Captain Marvel. That's just my theory.
I want to see Adam Warlock. That's who I want to see.
I don't think it's going to happen. Not this time around anyway, but you never know.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, it's just the way you said it.
No.
It's like, it ain't gonna happen.
Man, go ahead, man.
That sounded like Keith was saying.
Anyway.
That really sounded like Keith. Ain't gonna happen. Deal with it.
He'll eventually come around, but I don't think this movie. I would like to, but